Today, I want to dive into a topic that hits home for many of us: greed. Now, I know that greed is a word we often hear tossed around, but what does it really mean? And how does it relate to our daily lives? Well, let's explore this by looking at a few verses from the King James Bible: Ecclesiastes 5:10, Matthew 27:5, and 1 Timothy 6:9. Trust me, these insights might just give us some food for thought. Ecclesiastes 5, verse 10. First up, we've got Ecclesiastes 5, verse 10, which says, "He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loveth abundance with increase." This is also vanity. All right, let's unpack that. This verse is all about that endless chase for money and possessions. It's like no matter how much we have, it's never enough. You know those days when you think, if I could just get that new gadget or a little more cash, I'd be happy? But then you get it, and suddenly you're craving even more. It's a classic trap. This whole idea reminds me of real life examples, like those influencers we see on social media, always flaunting their lavish lifestyles. It's easy to think they've got it all, but often they're just as unhappy, chasing the next big thing. It's wild how greed can mess with our happiness and relationships. So Ecclesiastes is like that sage friend who tells us, dude, chill out. Matthew 27:5. Now let's flip over to Matthew 27:5. Here we read, "And he cast down the pieces of silver in the temple and departed and went and hanged himself." Yikes, right? This is the story of Judas Iscariot, who betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. It's a pretty heavy moment in the Bible, showing how greed can lead to some truly dark places. Judas thought he could get ahead through betrayal, but in the end, he was filled with remorse instead of joy. Imagine trading everything you value for a quick buck. It's a harsh reminder that sometimes chasing after what we want can lead us into a deep pit of regret. This situation isn't just a biblical story, it's a reminder of how greed can push us to make choices we would never otherwise consider. Think about it. How many times have people chosen money over their morals or friendships? It's a slippery slope. 1 Timothy 6:9. Now let's talk about 1 Timothy 6:9, where it says, "But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition." Wow, that sounds intense. This verse warns us that wanting to be rich can lead to some serious problems. It's like casting a fishing net and getting caught up in all kinds of trouble. When we focus too much on wealth, we often overlook the simple, joyous aspects of life. It's like being addicted to shopping. The thrill of that buy lasts about 5 minutes, but the debt can hang around like a bad roommate. This mindset leads to more temptations and distractions that can pull us away from what truly matters, like our relationships and our well-being. We see this in today's society, with so many people obsessed with the latest trends, flashy cars, and all that glitz. But at what cost? It's important to reflect on what we're prioritizing in our lives. Are we chasing the next shiny object or building meaningful connections with the people around us? So to wrap things up, we just explored how the Bible speaks on greed and its impact on our lives. From Ecclesiastes teaching us that more isn't always better, to Judas's story showing the dire consequences of greed, and finally to Timothy's reminder about the dangers of desire for wealth, the message is clear. We need to be wary of greed and its traps. Let's take a moment to reflect on our own lives. Are there areas where we can simplify and focus on what truly matters? Remember, happiness doesn't come from how much we have, but from the relationships we build and the moments we share. If you enjoyed today's chat, don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button for more insightful discussions. Until next time, take care and remember to keep those priorities straight.